Thank you for coming. My name is Daniels. In case you're wondering, this is a temporal observatory. From here, I can monitor the time stream against any incursions. We've become aware of several temporal incidents led by rogue Nakul agents. They've been using a new form of time travel that we can't detect. We were unaware of their activities until we started noticing changes in the time stream. The latest of these changes happened in the 23rd century at the El-Aurian core system. We believe the Nakul are involved, along with a planet killer, a doomsday machine. If that's the case, we need to stop them, at all costs. I know I can count on you to go back in time with me and preserve the timeline. We've detected significant temporal activity in the El-Aurian core system, circa the 23rd century. I'm going to investigate it, and I'd like you to join me. We believe the Nakul are involved, along with a planet killer, a doomsday machine. If so, we need to stop them at all costs. I'll provide your ship with holographic camouflage. It's best if the Romulans of that time don't see a vessel from the future. Stay safe out there. Thank you. I've also transmitted files that will establish your cover identity as Tal Shiar security operatives. You'll need to put this data into their local network before entering the research facility, however. There's a comms satellite nearby that you can use to accomplish this.
Tal Shiar vessel, cease all sensor scans of the device immediately. You do not have the proper clearance.
IRW Moreri, this is El-Aurian Station Command. Please transmit your security credentials. Data received, Moreri. Welcome to El-Aurian Core. Sending you transporter coordinates now. I've taken the liberty of informing Commander Chulak. I'm sure the Director will want to greet you personally.
Doomsday machines seek and destroy planetary bodies, consuming what remains as fuel. And yet, there's one in orbit just sitting there, peacefully. It looks like reports of the Nakul gaining the ability to control the machines are accurate. We need to find out how, and fast. Your holographic disguises should conceal you while you search the facility. Good hunting.
This area is restricted. You need to leave. Now. My orders are clear, Romulan. No one is to pass this point until the meeting is concluded. No one, not even Chulak himself.
Subcommander, it is my duty to inform you that this area is restricted. Sir. Yes, Subcommander. At once. Forgive my rudeness. Access granted. Let me get the door for you. Sub-Commander, I've been instructed to grant you access to this facility. Of course, Sub-Commander. My family is a friend to the Tal Shiar and loyal to the Empire. Access for you and your team is granted.
The Senate has dispatched an agent from an alien race known as the Nakul. Repugnant creature, but she's of a keen mind and cunning I can appreciate as a Romulan officer. If only her visage wasn't so hideous. She boasts she has a weapon that will turn the tide in favor of Romulus. An old song, to be sure, but she sings it sweetly. Krog's mysterious backer, the so-called Envoy, has made an impression in the right circles of power. We'll see if he can deliver, however. Data on his miracle weapon is due to arrive soon. Those scars, truly hideous. Krog is practically radiant in comparison. My researchers have analyzed the Nakul weapon data. It matches a report we have on an incident in Federation space involving a doomsday machine. If accurate, this weapon destroyed USS Constellation and nearly rid the cosmos of USS Enterprise. It seems Enterprise's thrice-stabbed captain exposed a vulnerability in the weapon. I shall have to address this with Krog upon her return. Krog arrives tomorrow, along with her reportedly improved weapon. I believe the Envoy will be making an appearance as well. It seems it's the season for guests. If my agents are to be believed, we'll be getting a visit from the Tal Shiar very soon. I'm already suffering the witless bureaucrat from the Senate. To endure the serpents of the secret police is nearly too much to ask of a true Romulan.
Sub-Commander, if this doomsday weapon lives up to the Nakul woman's boasts, it will ensure the Empire's dominance over the entire quadrant. The Federation and the Klingons will have no choice but to bend the knee to Romulus, or face annihilation.
Greetings, Sub-Commander. I knew it was only a matter of time before the fabled Tal Shiar came to call. The Nakul have brought a glorious weapon to your empire. You won't be disappointed. I can assure you. This one shall, Sub-Commander. Beyond measure.
Your attention, please. Let's begin, shall we? We thank Specialist Krog of Nakul for joining us. We have concerns about the dangers involved with this weapon.
You have nothing to fear from the machine, my friend.
Would you be so confident if you were here, Envoy?
Utterly so, Commander. Soon, the Doomsday Machine will bring our foes to their knees.
Bold words, Envoy. We shall see, won't we?
It would seem a demonstration is in order. See to it, Krog.
As you wish. Shall we, Commander?
Very well. Show me what this beast of yours can do.
It will be my pleasure.
Enjoy the show, interloper? They are using holographic disguises, guards. Deal with them.
Enemy targets on sensors. Shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
We're trying to get our computer to interface with that Nakul control console, but their tech is quite advanced. I need at least 5 minutes to integrate it.
Your uninvited guests will make a fine target for the weapon, Chulak.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
The Doomsday Machine is about to open fire! Nice job. Keep it up. Targeting us again. We need to move. That was close. Almost got this console working. Console is ready. Let's to the Doomsday Machine so we can transmit the control codes. Activating shutdown protocol. Now. Something is wrong. It's not working. It's firing indiscriminately.
Enough! It's only a matter of time before that thing destroys the planet! All ships, destroy the Doomsday Weapon and the cool ships! Now!
The fabled Romulan treachery at last. You'll regret this, Romulan.
Romulan attack wing! Fire torpedoes into that thing's maw! All ships, protect the planet from that machine at all costs!
Target's shields have failed.
Yes! Then a cool ship is about to be food for the beast! That should end it. Wait! What's happening? The machine! It's on a collision course! No! No!
Warning. Ship is under attack.
I don't know who you are, and I don't care. You helped us with the traitorous Nakul, and that earned you a reprieve. For now. Leave while you still can. I won't ask twice.
The Nakul ship must have detonated within the Doomsday Machine. Disrupted it somehow. This must feel like a Pyrrhic victory at best, too. An occupational hazard, I'm afraid. I'll be fine. What matters is that Chulak and his allies would have killed billions had their plan succeeded. Instead, his life is a cautionary tale, forever disgraced by his loss here today. We stopped them this time, at great cost. Clearly, the Nakul and their leader, this envoy, are willing to do anything to win this war, even commit genocide. It's unfortunate that Chulak didn't stand up to the Nakul sooner. It might have prevented this tragedy today. There's been a temporal disturbance in the 27th century. It's happening in the Lurs system. Vorgon mercenaries are targeting a scientist named Cal Dano. This is big. We must keep Dano and his research out of Vorgon hands. I've transmitted the temporal coordinates. Meet me there. Do you have any questions? We believe the Vorgons wish to sell it. The power to kill a star is incredibly valuable in certain circles. Do you have any questions? We're not sure. There's some data indicating a connection to a Black Ops unit in the Vorgon Defense Force. Other info suggests that they're independents, working for the highest bidder. Regardless, we need to stop them, no matter who's pulling their strings. Do you have any questions? Time shift complete. Permission to come aboard? Cal Dano is stationed here at a Daystrom Institute research facility. The Vorgons may already have what they came for. Bring us into scanning range. We need to find out. It's highly likely the Vorgons are at Cal Dano's research facility trying to get what they want. I'll take point on this one. I need you to keep an eye on that Vorgon ship and its crew. They might send reinforcements, or open fire from orbit. The Vorgons have cornered Cal Dano. Engaging them now.
Ship.
The Vorgons have beamed out after our disagreement.
This is Baratas, commander of the VSV Aberel. You are interfering with the private matter that does not concern you. Identify yourself.
My name is Azure. Baratas and I pursue a researcher named Cal Dano, and have been for some time. He has created a weapon of mass destruction. A very valuable weapon. The Tox Uthat and its maker will be ours. Our reinforcements are en route. You should not have interfered.
Since these Vorgons aren't of this era, destroying them won't disrupt the timeline. Cal Dano must fulfill his personal destiny. I've given him my time ship to do so. Please clear it for launch. Trust me on this. I can always get another ship. More Vorgons. We need to cover Cal's escape. Almost there. Just keep the Vorgons busy a bit longer. You made it. The time ship is safely on its way.
This is a temporary setback. Your interference will not keep us from Cal Dano or the Tox Uthat. History can be changed, as you will see.
The Arborel just engaged a temporal drive. They're gone. The Vorgons know a lot about the Tox Uthat and its history. They'll want to reach a pivotal point in its timeline. There! I have them. reading a new temporal ripple in the year 2152. Unfortunately, I can't ask Captain Archer to get involved in this one, so if you don't mind. Temporal course laid in. Ready when you are. The time ship, or what's left of it, is currently on Enterprise, along with the body of Caldano. The Vorgons don't know this, however. We can't let them endanger Enterprise or her crew. Also, we should stay out of Enterprise's sensor range. They haven't detected us yet, but let's not tempt fate.
History shows you have a habit of meddling in the affairs of others.
We believe it is time to break you of that habit.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Shield.
Unidentified vessels. You are temporal anomalies. You do not belong. Your chronicon signature matches a vessel we seek. We will know why. Submit to investigation, or you will be purged.
Tholian Captain, we are not aligned with these interlopers. In fact, we would be happy to ally with you against them.
The Lion's proposal refused. You are anomalous. They are anomalous. You will all be purged.
There's a Vulcan rescue team on its way to aid the Dakir. We should leave before they arrive and ask questions we're not prepared to answer. Scanning for the Vorgons now. Ah, of course. They're heading to Risa. You may recall burying the Toxu Tot there with Cal. Ah, about that. Truth is, Captain Picard realized the scientific value of the Toxu Tot and faked its destruction to fool the Vorgons. It worked. Until now. I'm reading a new disturbance. Sol System 2375. They know where it is. Course locked in. Are you ready for transit? The Toxu Tot is here, in a high-security vault under Starfleet command. I assume the Vorgons are taking advantage of the chaos and the heavy damage to infiltrate the security facility and steal the Toxu Tot. It held up for quite some time. I suspect our Vorgon friends are getting some help. History shows them giving up the hunt after their failure at Risa. Let's take advantage of this lull in the battle to beam down, while we still can. Are you ready to beam down to Starfleet HQ? We should probably ask that researcher what he knows.
Oh, thank God you're not Breen. This is a nightmare. I think they're heading to the vault. What's left of my research team grabbed phasers from a security station and decided to hold the line. Against Breen soldiers. Complete, utter insanity. Please, help them.
Thanks for the assist. Anything I can help you with? Thanks for the help. The Breen thought Starfleet scientists couldn't fight. As you can see, they were greatly mistaken. Funny you should mention that. We have. One of my team picked up 2 Vorgon life signs in the vault on local sensors, just before the Breen came to call. I notified security, for all the good that did. Let me buzz you in. Main access is over here. Damn, this thing's a total loss. I can open up secondary access for you, but you should know, the Breen made it in there. Could be rough going.
I have brought you this far, and you still will not join me?
No, Envoy. Your war with the Federation doesn't concern us.
Only the Tox Uthat matters. Nothing else. We are not alone in that pursuit, as you can see.
These must be the meddlers you spoke of, Boratus. Kill them quickly.
We were so close.
Azure, no! No! Envoy, show yourself!
Having trouble, are we? You see now the depths our foes will go to, Boratus. Join me, and you'll have your revenge. I swear it.
Very well. I will follow your lead, Envoy. For vengeance.
Vengeance, indeed.
Ah!
I'll be fine. We need to focus. Find the Tox Uthat. I'm afraid that's need-to-know information. And right now, you don't need to know. I'm sorry, but there are things bigger than this to worry about. You did well. However, the Envoy keeps gaining allies. First the Nakul, and now the Vorgons. We've been hearing a name in chatter lately. The Temporal Liberation Front. Sounds like our friends are more organized than we thought. Thankfully, we kept them from Caldano and the Toxutat. I don't like to think about what could have happened otherwise. We have discovered that the Sphere Builders have been conducting operations in other universes. They aren't just looking to make changes in time, but in other dimensions as well. Their experiments in the parallel universe have produced results that will aid them in forming expanses here. We need to travel to that reality and stop the Sphere Builder research, while we still can. In 2387, an incident created a quantum rift between our universe and this one. A Romulan ship accidentally traveled here through a singularity. They found themselves in 2233 and later destroyed the USS Kelvin in battle. This caused their timeline to differ from ours. As a result, we now refer to it as the Kelvin timeline. We believe the sphere builders communicate with their operatives through the rift. Yes, in our timeline, they used the Xindi as a proxy force. I suspect they're doing the same thing here with the Klingons. I'm reading multiple spheres under construction in this sector, as well as the wreckage of spheres. I suspect the local forces are trying to prevent an expanse from being formed. This sphere isn't active yet. We need to neutralize it before the builders can create an expanse.
Starfleet Command, this is the USS Yorktown. We are under attack and require...
I do hope you've come to fight, Patok. If not, you may whimper and wait for my blade at your throat.
Reading multiple Klingon life signs on Yorktown's bridge. Enemy reinforcements inbound.
Unidentified vessel. This is the USS Yorktown. We are under attack by Klingon boarding parties. Can you provide assistance? Over here. Greetings. I am Science Officer 0718. Thank you for your very timely assistance. Could you see to Admiral Garrett's medical needs? I am currently interfacing with your crew and the Yorktown's engineering systems to prevent a critical breach of the warp core.
You're a long way from your side of the Romulan neutral zone, friend. But it's clear you're on our side today. Mind giving us a hand with repairs? More Klingons might be heading here to finish what the others started, and I'd like a fighting chance if that happens.
Thanks. I hope you're here to deal with these spheres.
Thank you. Oh, my head's still spinning. That last Klingon photon hit sent me flying into the ops console. Head first.
Thank you. I thought we were finished. The Klingons weren't interested in taking prisoners.
could use some help putting out these fires. Come over here after you put out the last fire. Over here. All right. We were about to begin sabotage operations on the sphere when the Klingons came to call. As you can see, Yorktown and her crew are in rough shape, but that thing needs to be neutralized. Can I count on you and your crew to help us finish the job? Glad to hear it. We've got explosives ready to go, but we'll need to find a proper infiltration point on the sphere. Work with my science officer to make that happen.
Admiral Garrett, I believe we found a suitable location. I have reviewed your proposed infiltration coordinates. They are tactically sound. We can commence operations at your command. Be advised, in previous encounters on board spheres, the occupants have been quick to mobilize their defense forces. Expect heavy opposition.
I'll stay on the Yorktown to assist Admiral Garrett and his crew. We'll monitor your progress from the bridge and provide tactical updates as we can.
Commander! Kill those intruders!
To date, the most effective Starfleet tactic has been to trigger a critical series of detonations within their power suite. Such disruptions have resulted in destruction of a sphere.
Experiment 2674. Despite attempts to compensate for transdimensional drift, the protocol initiation led to universal instability and, ultimately, entropic acceleration. Galactic habitable spaces, 0. Life signs, minimal. Project terminated.
Receiving data. I had no idea the sphere builders were involved in so many alternate realities.
You cannot stop our plans!
I was part of the team that devised the sphere neutralization tactics aboard USS Enterprise. After our initial success, I was deployed to the Yorktown to share my expertise on such matters.
Experiment 3331. The Expanse grew at an acceptable rate, until it was discovered by the Iconian Dominion Alliance. After intense resistance, we were able to decimate their core systems with targeted micro-expanses. But their desperation assault in subspace led to a complete entropic breakdown and, ultimately, universal disruption. Galactic habitable spaces, 0. Life signs, indeterminate. Project terminated.
It seems your alliance with the Klingons has been profitable, builders.
It has. Like the Zindi, they are eager for conquest.
However, the technology you have provided destroys as well as creates.
The Resistance has been disruptive to our progress. Your promises appear thin, Envoy.
I assure you, all is going according to plan. Nothing they will do will keep us from our goals.
And yet, I see a familiar disruption has presented itself again.
A minor nuisance. I suggest letting your Klingons do what they do best.
I will deal with this disruption. It's time you learned that you cannot prevail, intruder. You will fall to ruin. You! I have had enough of you! The Tutarians were a peaceful race, until your misbegotten alliance committed an act of genocide! We were all but annihilated. Only a scant few of us escaped to safety, lost and forgotten within a dimensional void. The Envoy has given us the means to manipulate events. We had begun to undo the damage you have done to us. Quantum realms such as this are ours to study without risk to our own. And should this realm unravel, there is an infinite number of realms remaining to us. Yes, just as you were willing to do so to achieve your goals, do not presume to judge me, murderer! The Expanse Protocol will wipe you from existence, and with your passing, bring justice to my people at long last.
Something is happening. The sphere is emitting a high level of thermobaric radiation. We must complete our objective at once. finished working on the sphere network. Prepare the final charge for detonation. Final charge deployed. We can return and initiate the detonation chain on your command.
Experiment 4472. Projections indicate increased habitable living area and expanse growth rate. Early estimates suggest a 500% increase. Local resistance, primarily from this realm's version of the Federation, has been crude but effective. Deploying Klingon proxy forces at key sphere deployments should alleviate this concern.
Sphere builder ships inbound.
The sphere is jamming our transmissions. I will recalibrate our systems so we can send detonation signals to the charges. Attempting to boost our comm signal to compensate. Recalibration complete. I have established alignment of the charges on the sphere. Ready to activate on your command. Detonation's complete. The sphere is neutralized.
Nice work over there.
It was rough for a moment, but you both...
What the...
I'll see you back on the ship, sir.
Most curious. I believe that wound occurred due to a temporal shift. Something has happened elsewhere. A question for another time, perhaps.
In the end, you came through for us. On behalf of Starfleet and the Yorktown crew, thanks.
Indeed. Safe travels to you and your crew.
The Envoy's been busy since our last meeting. I think we can add the Sphere Builders to our list of known TLF associates and members after this encounter. The Builders are no strangers to temporal war. Their experience could tip the balance of power against us. Fortunately, their ability to operate in our dimension is extremely limited. For now.